more playful, you know, you just sit and kiki at it.
Keke means laugh, not serious.
Gay people, men gather together under one roof and decide to have a competition amongst themselves. Balls.
You know, the ballroom and the house scene has pretty much been something that's been around since the early 1920s during the Harlem Renaissance. However, with the ballroom scene, you know, and its development was to kind of provide an underground space for people to display their talent and creativity.
I would describe the Keke scene as an underground ballroom scene.
I guess a subdivision of the actual ballroom scene.
Like an alternative scene to the ballroom scene.
Cartoon ballroom scene.
It's basically a practice, yeah, that's a good word. It's a practice for me.
It's like a subculture within the underground subculture.
It opens up opportunity for those that are new to the gay scene, so to speak, to get a chance to shine. The Keke scene is more of, it's more laid back. It's not as strict or stringent as the actual ballroom scene. It gives, like I said before, it gives like the new kids, younger kids, a chance to improve on their skills or practice.
It's really always been, from my understanding, a place where, you know, a place where people can kind of emulate what was already out there, but not necessarily commit themselves, or they may have not gotten there. You know, for those individuals, it allows them, because they haven't, you know, really broken into the mainstream ballroom scene, to, you know, be able to display some of their talents or to get recognized by the larger ballroom houses. So these Keke houses, you know, which, you know, they make up their own pretend names. They kind of, you know, have their own slogans, mottos, colors, etc., are kind of really based upon what they see in the larger ballroom culture. So, you know, if we go back to like the documentary from Jenny Livingston, Paris is Burning, you've seen the legendary houses like the House of La Beige, the House of Extravaganza. So for those houses, you know, Keke houses kind of emulate that. They copy that, and they kind of develop their own sense of style because they aspire to be into those larger houses that have been around and have a lot of that legacy and culture.
The ballroom scene is the real world, and the Keke scene would be just for fun and entertainment purposes.
Just a place to go and have fun.
It's just all about fun.
I would describe the Keke scene as an outlet to those kids that can't really get any type of recognition or are really new and don't know much about the regular ballroom scene. So this is like an escape for them so they can have fun. That's what I think it is. Just for them, you know, to this put their stuff out there where so it's not as strict as it is for the regular ballroom scene. That's how I would describe it.
Ballroom scene is major league, you know, so when you're looking at it from a scale, if you were to look at it like you have little league and then you have the big league. So for them, Keke scene is like, I get to try out, see if this is something I'm really interested in, and if I'm ready to take it to that next level, I'll go into the ballroom scene, you know, which is major league. I'll, you know, play with the big contenders. You know, for other individuals, it's just like, it might be a phase. So it's like, you know, the Keke scene might be something for them to get a chance to try out and see if this is really something that they really want to do before they make that step to go to the big ballroom scene.
I actually started the Keke scene here in Philly. I got some extra dollars from my job, and we decided that we wanted to donate it somewhere towards the ballroom scene. And I know a lot of the youth needed different places to hang out and stuff. They didn't always want to hang out at the Breakfast Club. So I decided to try out a Keke ball. And we created different houses. I put out a flyer and just said that we were going to create different houses, and at the end, the house that wins the most points will win $500. They were doing Keke balls in New York, and it was like a really big thing. A lot of the Philly people will go up to New York. But see, the difference with New York was you had a lot of the legends and stuff there. They don't take it as serious as the Philadelphia parents and the Philadelphia ballroom participants. They can go to the Keke ball and still be the legend at the next ball. You won't find that here. You might find a few people like me who really don't care what people think of us, because we know what we do in the regular ballroom scene, and we just like to have fun. So at the end of the day, it's all about fun. And when I found out about it in New York, and it's been in New York for about 3-4 years now, I think the House of Latex started it, and I went to a few of them. They're usually on Wednesday nights from like 7 to 9, 7 to 10, something like that. And I thought it would be something hot for Philadelphia.
I think it's important, one, because it allows us another venue to get together, as opposed to the more serious settings. We have a more laid-back situation where we can all get together, have fun. People can come together from different houses that they're in the real ballroom scene. They can come together with their friends.
But let's say our house is named Skittles. I could be a Dior in Florida and a Chanel in Detroit and a Gabbana in Philly, and I could still be in, the House of Skittles, because it's just all about fun.
Like, the ballroom scene is broken up into icons, legends, statements, and stars. And with the Keke scene, it's mostly people who don't fall in any of those categories. So, being as though these are younger people who come out, we have gay youth who come out at the age of 13 nowadays. So they want to come out and they want to go to the ballroom scene, but they're not always accepted because they're so young, and they might not be what the house needs. So the Keke scene accepts anybody, and it's for fun. You don't have to necessarily have what the category is calling for to walk, because it's just for fun. They would do the Keke scene because their feelings aren't in risk. In the ballroom scene, there are legends who, it's very political. If you're known, then you're more than likely going to win, or you're more than likely going to get your tens and sit a few people down. If you're someone new just hitting the block, you're going to have a harder way. But in the Keke scene, you're accepted because you're hanging around all your friends, and your friends are the judges. It's not the normal judges from a regular ball, and it actually preps you for a regular ball. It preps you to let you know, okay, you can do this here, but next time when you go to a real ball, it won't work like that.
The Keke ballroom scene to me it's better. You don't have to be tied down to being dedicated to a house, coming to meetings, all the time, and paying house dues all the time.
And for some individuals, it may not be as serious for them. I mean, the Keke scene might be something that's it's less stress. I mean, because being a part of the ballroom scene, there's some commitments that can come with it. There's a level of competition. Competition can be fierce. As we say on the ballroom floor, there's the shade. So you have to worry about somebody that is going to really kind of put salt in your game, or really kind of discourage you because they don't want to see you be successful in the ballroom scene. So for the Keke scene, it's like a lot of that stress is lifted. You don't have to really worry about the big pressures of getting prepared for a big ball. I come as I am, and I present myself who I am, and I don't have to do anything more. And it's just my Keke friends. It's somebody that I can cut up with and have fun with.
I participated in it because I don't, as far as the regular ballroom scene goes, I don't really particularly like walking balls. It's something that makes me nervous, because it's a lot of legendary people. It's a lot of people that are so serious about this thing, and they're so picky and iffy, and attitudes flying off. So I thought the Keke scene would be more, like I said, laid back, and somewhere where I think I could get more of a shine before I actually shined in the actual ballroom scene. So it gives me a little bit more confidence. Some people, I believe the actual ballroom scene is not made for. Some people are not made for the scene, and the scene is not made for them. It's just they're more comfortable. They can succeed better in the Keke scene. People will support them more if they're just in the Keke scene. I think that's fine for them to stay in the Keke scene, because some people are not developed enough in the Keke scene to actually take it to the real ballroom scene and be able to get through, so to speak.
I don't know, there can be a future in it if somebody takes the time and like structure it the right way. It can go very, very far, you know, because it's fun. But I see it basically at a standpoint right now, just there. You know, the New York Keke scene is very fun, structured a lot better, and it's like they have fun. It's like they have fun, even though we have fun down here. But you know, up there's a little bit more different. I don't go up there very often, but you know, from what I see online and stuff like that, it's fun.
I think it'll always be there. I mean, I think that there will be individuals like I think that there'll be individuals that'll be ready for mainstream ballroom scene, and those that are not, or those that choose not to be. So I think for the Keke scene, it gives young people, particularly, another place to express themselves without the seriousness or the stress or the headache of what a ballroom scene can give you. But I think for the Keke scene, that allows them even more opportunities to be themselves without all the pressures of the specialized categories, or having to prepare months in advance for what oftentimes in the big ballroom scene has you do. So I think it'll always be there. I think there'll always be a subset. I think there'll always be a little league and a major league for individuals, and there'll be folks that will aspire to move from one step to the next, and then there'll be individuals that are comfortable where they are, and I think that's a great thing to have.
Come be a part of something that you won't have to feel like an outsider. You won't have to feel like you're still trying to fit in somewhere. Come be a part of something that everybody can be a part of in some way, some shape, some form. It's like, yeah, just come be a part of it.
Bangy.
I make CDs, so if you want a Vogue CD, you know what to do. You talk to Romeo, he'll hook you up. Bangy.